Hey guys, it's Nate, aka TheFutAccountant. Welcome back to the channel. You know those times in life where you do something for the first time and afterwards you're like, yeah, I can do that better the second time around? That's today on this game. Immortals Team 1 goes away with all the lackluster content that we've had this past week. Not terrible, just not great. And Team 2 replaces it with hopes of better, especially SBC content. Guys, we had 4 icon SBCs leaked yesterday. We now have 6. I need 2 hands to show you how many icon SBCs we have. It's crazy. We also have some flashback SBCs, and the big 94 rated Evo is out today, taking our Becoming Immortal cards from 2 playstyle pluses to 3, and just hero versions to icon versions. There's a lot to discuss, and of course, the cards in packs. Will they be more packable? Are you saving packs today? Or is it not even worth it still for you? We're going to talk about that in the market today as well. Let's get into it. It's a promo Friday. If you guys are excited, drop a thumbs up and subscribe if you're new. Firstly, yesterday's Thursday content. We'll cover it really quick because there wasn't a whole lot, but there was one interesting SBC in particular. First, we had an early drop of content yesterday with a Player of the Month, Syria. It is Dovbik from Roma. Interesting card here with very good physical shooting and pace stats, as well as aerial and low driven plus. That's a very unique playstyle plus combination there. He's got advanced forward plus plus, some decent other playstyles. So if you're a Roma fan, or if you just want a very interesting striker at that, he's 70,000 coins to complete, which is a little bit pricey, but it's not terrible if that interests you. We also had regular marquee matchups released for a tradable mega pack, which is pretty decent. Of course, that's our Thursday content every single week. And then we had a 100 players upgrade pack. Yeah, we don't see these super often, but most times when they drop, they don't end up being that good. Now, this one's kind of interesting because out of the 100 players, you have 50 gold commons, 50 gold rares, and of those gold rares, you have an 84 times 10 with one 85 plus player inside of this pack. Now, I opened it yesterday just kind of to test it for science. It wasn't that great. Now, I know you get some informs, you get some higher rated, and that's decent, and you do get a lot of gold rares and gold commons, which is great for crafting into 80 plus player picks before they go away today. I'm planning to get a big set of those built up for the content today because that just sounds a bit of fun, and I've got a lot of gold commons and rares in my club now. But 85 and 86 rated squads with informs for this, I mean, it is coming in at 67,000 coins. It's a gamble SBC. If you want to go for it, if there's nothing else that you want to craft right now, then I would say go ahead and do it. You can only do it one time. It's not like it's going to repeat. So it is a fun one to do for sure, and it has the kind of appeal of having 100 players in it, which is very different than normal, but it wasn't that great. Just kind of to preface that. But hey, 83 times 14s, that gives us some fodder. You know, you could absolutely go ahead and craft that. Now, to objectives, I just want to go ahead and mention inside of here that we have the refresh, of course, of some of the seasonal objectives in here, and of course, the regular refreshing weekly stuff that'll allow us really now to get close to level 40. I'm over here at level 37 now, claiming the Stevenson ladder here. We got 2 more levels to go before we get to level 40. I'm taking the pack for sure. Wavering is not, who I'll be taking at level 40, especially with this promo with Team of the Season on the horizon. Like that Wavering card doesn't do it for me at this stage. I will say, level 35, I did take Capdevia, and I think that is a really good choice if you're wanting to try a left back different than Teo Hernandez because his Anticipate Plus is very nice. So I just got him done yesterday, trying him out and doing some evolutions as a part of the team at the moment. But that was yesterday's content on a Thursday. Good day to catch up on some things. For me, it was a great day to get my Become Immortal Evo really worked on. Christian Eriksen is going to be at 92 and all upgraded and ready to go for today's final Evo that takes all of our cards up to the icon level. Now, let's talk about the promo. Let's just get straight into it today because we have a lot of news to go through. Of course, all the leaked SBCs, which of course we're not getting all of them today. We might get 2, just like we did last Friday. We'll talk about which ones that might be. And of course, we have the full league team with official stats. And we do have a couple of evolution leaks outside of just the Become Immortal Evos as well. Let's dive into it with the team coming into packs, which I think most of us would agree it's better than Team 1. You got the big names at the top. You got Pele, Eusebio, and Mia Hamm. I think they did Mia Hamm's playstyle pluses a little bit dirty there. Press proven, quick step, power shot. Maybe finesse would have been better. Still going to be a great card. Eusebio still going to be great with Trivella. Pele looks absolutely disgusting. Low driven, tiki-taka and technical with those stats. End game. Buffon only has 2 playstyle pluses. I actually ended up selling my Van der Sars that I had just to be safe. But I think that a lot of people will see this Van der Sar and say, I would rather have this card than Buffon. However, Buffon's stats are a lot higher than Van der Sar, especially in reflex and diving. 98 diving and 97 reflexes is crazy. I really hope Buffon has footwork regular playstyle on his card. We'll just have to see. That's kind of our bigger goalkeeper. Going to be in packs this week. We got Big Bro Mateus, Maldini. Those both look really good. Zico looks decent. Kelly Smith, playstyle plus is no finesse for her, but low driven, dead ball, and quick step. That might make her price a little bit cheaper because of not having finesse plus. Wayne Rooney looks really good. He's going to have a lot of hype today with press proven, low driven, and finesse. Jarzinho, trickster, rapid, and technical. Maybe a little bit cheaper because of the Trickster Plus being one of his playstyle pluses. That's kind of like he really only has 2 playstyle pluses, to be honest. Still a good card, though. It's Jarzinho. And we have a Billy. Her card looks really nice, too, with Tiki Taka, Intercept, and Incisive. Really good stats for a box-to-box or maybe a center attacking mid for her there. Marquisio looks all right. Del Piero looks like a little bit better than the baby Zola, but also looks all right. DeMarcus Beasley, they've kind of done him dirty with his playstyle pluses. As an American, I was hoping to see a little bit better there. You got Luis Hernandez, and then you have the little bro versions. Kelly Smith has got finesse and trickster. This little bro Mateus is probably going to be one of the most hyped today. Little bro Mateus and little bro Rooney look really, really good for Evos. Actually, Zambrata looks pretty decent as well. I don't know if he'll have right back position on this card, but that's little bro Zambrata. And that's his official card there. So these are all official card stats for the players coming in packs today. I feel like the mid to top tier has bigger name icons. Like the middle tier of a Billy, Del Piero, like Rooney as 93 rated. You know, Zico, Maldini, those are top tier for sure and going to be kind of expensive. But hopefully the pack weight is a little bit better with this team. That's all that we can really hope for. Can we expect it? No, especially after how this last week was. I mean, the last week of this promo, the pack weight was just... It didn't surprise us at all. Sure, a lot of Blancs, Nedveds, Zolas, and Zanettis and the little bro versions, but like I was chasing Bale all week, didn't see any of him. I don't think I even packed Little Sis Angerer. I think I only packed the Big Sis version. But I don't know. We'll just have to see how that shakes out today, if anything changes with that pack weight. Let me know if you're saving any packs or anything down below or in the comment section. Let me know if you're doing any of that. I just got a small set of packs saved up. Some of the season pass ones, like an 85 times 4 or 5 or something like that, 85-7 and an 84-4. So a couple of those packs there, and then we're going to have a huge run of player picks, hopefully, just to have something to kind of look forward to today. Because, yeah, there's not a whole lot of packs, at least personally for me, that I'm going to have up. So let me know in the comments if you're saving for that. But the other reason of saving packs is to complete SBCs with the fodder that you have left over. And the SBCs from Team 1 left a bit to be desired. Now, of course, as we talked yesterday, we got a lot of leaked names, but we're probably not getting them all today. Now, this tweet right here summarizes all the SBCs that we have coming out, except for a couple. There's a few more that were even leaked. Out of all the names leaked, guys, I think today, in terms of an icon player, it's probably going to be Eusebio. That's just my guess. Either Eusebio today or Sawa. 3 playstyle pluses for both of those cards, kind of the 2 most hype and biggest names that are leaked right now. This is the official Eusebio card in terms of the stats and the playstyle pluses. And then it comes down to the price. Like, how much are they going to value this card at? A lot of people, as we were talking about it yesterday, and even in the comments of yesterday's video, were saying they're still going to price it at 1,000,000 coins. I hope that they don't, but Eusebio is a pretty big name icon, and similar to Henry, that's a good card. The playstyle pluses just let you down a little bit, but you know that Eusebio is going to be insane. His Team of the Year card is still so good. So it really comes down to the price for him, this card. I'm going to have to be honest, it's going to have to be really cheap for me to want to actually spend fodder on this with all the insane strikers that you and I probably have in our clubs right now, with the Evos, with the SBCs, and of course, well, just those 2 things, really, Evos and SBCs that we've had recently. We got a lot of good strikers, so it's going to have to be a great price for him. If it is Sawa today instead, I mean, I would be interested in her card as well, but again, it's going to have to be the price. A lot of these cards look good, but they're going to have to be priced really well for us to be interested in crafting them and putting our hard-earned fodder into those right now at this stage of the game, right before Team of the Season. Now, the other thing I want to mention is, if you think back to last Friday, we had 2 player SBCs. We had Chesney and we had Beckenbauer, Flashback, and an Immortals icon, Little Bro. Today, we have 2 flashback SBCs that could maybe accompany an Immortals icon card released as well. We have the Marco Royce, which we've talked about, and we have a new Marcus Alonso, which I don't believe we have official stats for him yet. It is seeming like, for me, it might be Marco Royce today and Eusebio. And Marco Royce could steal the show. If this SBC ends up being really cheap, those are the official stats for him, since he's kind of a FIFA legend, a footballing legend, now in the MLS, towards the latter days of his career. if this is cheap and fun, this actually could be the best piece of content today in terms of SBC stuff. We will just have to see, but I think it might be Royce and Eusebio today. That's my guess, but there's so many SBCs leaked right now, we're not sure. Of course, we still have the Zico baby SBC that is leaked. We have the Sawa, as we mentioned. We have the baby Maldini SBC, and yesterday, there were 2 more. Yes, I said it. 6 icon SBCs leaked. It is true. Baresi on this day, official icon card. He's getting an SBC too. And, I mean, this seems kind of similar to Beckenbauer to me, but more of a center back than a CDM. And this seems like a card that I actually would be interested in doing. Baresi is always regarded as a mid or an L FIFA icon because he's 5'9", but they've given him aerial plus, anticipate plus, they've gotten block plus, and 97 defending. That's interesting to me. Now, I also wonder, how does this card look compared to Maldini? Because those are very similar to Maldini's stats. Of course, Maldini's a completely different player in game, but still, statistically, high defending, a little bit lower physical and pace. That's exactly like Maldini. But that's an interesting card. I always like it when they make an unusable icon way more usable, and we have a chance to try somebody that we normally wouldn't. If this is cheap, I could be down for it. I don't know. This seems fun. If it's at the right price, I'd try him out. I know we just had the Gabriel SBC. Is he better than Gabriel is kind of the question you have to ask yourself, or Upamecano, who may be in your team right now, or maybe if you were able to get Big Bro Blanc or something in this current team of Team 1 of Immortals, then you won't need this. But if it's cheap and good fun, I could be there for that. Now, the 6th and final icon SBC that is leaked right now is Luis Hernandez El Matador. But I don't know, guys. This one, it could be an objective as well. It was leaked as an SBC or an objective. But I think this one's going to end up being an L because the Luis Hernandez that we looked at, it is in packs with this tweet right here. That's evidently the Big Bro version, and it's only 91 rated, unless that's a mistake, and that's the little bro. And then this one, the Big Bro is going to be even better than this. I would guess that what we have leaked as the card in packs is not going to be, less than the card that is the SBC. So that to me does not seem like it's going to be that hype. I would love to be wrong, and maybe EA give the little bro Hernandez some better playstyle pluses for sure. But Baresi looks decent. He looks fun. We don't have stats on Maldini yet, and we don't have official stats on Zico, but there were a couple of tweets. Let me see if I can find it here in the replies from ASY. Somebody asked him about the stats on Maldini, and he said Baresi is better than little bro Maldini. Zico has 2 playstyle pluses, and he's pinged pass is one of them. He said the cards is bad. It's not looking good for those couple of player SBCs, which really is interesting because I was hoping, and a lot of us were hoping, that maybe all of the SBCs would slap, or at least half of them, and it looks like a lot of them are going to end up being mid. Hopefully the Eusebio is cheap. Hopefully it does end up slapping, even though the playstyle pluses don't look that great. Maybe Sawa is the best SBC out of all this. We'll just have to see. That's why I kind of mentioned the Marco Royce too, because that's maybe where the hype is going to be the most. Now, let's talk about the market a bit in terms of these SBCs. With a lot of SBCs coming out, yes, I was very gung-ho about there potentially being a good rise on fodder, and yesterday during rewards, if you got in during the supply, GG's, because it was a great opportunity to buy. 91s were back down at 37,000 coins. They're now 40K. 92s, these just keep rising up. 60K for 92 rated cards. You look at the graph yesterday, they started at 53. They're up now to 58. Even Wednesday, they were 50, going to 55, right? So those just keep rising, mostly because they are out of packs and there's not a lot of supply for those. They're more rare. If you want to be 100% safe, you can sell in the hype. If you want to hold on to your fodder, I mean, technically, the closer and closer we get to team of the season, the closer and closer we get to high-rated fodder dropping hard. But think about it. 1 week before some of the biggest promos that we always have in this game, EA like to release a lot of SBCs to try to drain people's clubs of their fodder before a big promo like TOTS comes out to try to get them to open packs. So with 6 icon SBCs and some flashbacks still yet to come out, along with a Hullet that is still out and some of the Dream Chaser SBCs like Gerd Muller and Lam that are good. Beckenbauer's pretty good too. Thierry Henry is still out as an SBC as well. I think there's going to be more demand for fodder this week. I would be very surprised if there's not at least 1 or 2 of the icon SBCs that would interest at least one of us, all that are, playing this game and watching this video, with all 6 of them that are leaked. Like, there's going to be at least a little bit of interest there. So I still believe in a potential for slow rise on fodder, but I think today's SBC kind of sets the tone. Will fodder crash after content because today's SBCs are cheeks, or will it kind of maintain its value and then kind of just stay the same or go up a little further during the rest of the week? That's the question that I really do have, but it comes down to the value of the SBCs. If people are excited for the value and if it's cheap and it's fun and it's good, fodder could go up, just because if it is cheap but it still has some higher rated squads in it, people will need to buy those higher rated players. So that's kind of what it comes down to with fodder today, but it seems safe-ish for me at the moment to buy into some of this fodder, because if you do look at the all-time graphs and you kind of just zoom out for a second, I mean, it is pretty low. It only has had a couple of spikes in the past 2 months, and we're kind of maybe due another one. Like, I'm hoping that 90 rated could go to the high 20 range later on this week. We'll see. So it all depends on the value of the SBCs there. I still think that's a decent investment. Since we're talking about fodder, let's look at team of the weeks as well. I'm personally not putting any coins into high rated fodder myself. That's a bit more of a risky but higher reward potential for an investment. But Informs, they're just kind of, look at this. Informs, 12,000 coins, starting to creep up a little bit. Now here is what I would say. I don't think you need to buy Informs right now. I do believe Informs are going to drop once again this weekend. I know we've been talking about investing for the long term on the Informs, and I still do like that 100%. I've not started investing myself, but this is the thing. All the Informs that are in packs right now are 88 and 89 rated, and with Foot Champs rewards starting today, you guys know what happens on the weekends with Informs. They get supplied like crazy because people are getting the rewards in here. Let's go up to like rank 3 and rank 4. You still have Team of the Week packs times 3 Team of the Week players packs, and then you get 2 of them for the rank 3 rewards there. And of course, even down here to like rank 6, you're still getting 2 Team of the Week tradable players packs. I still think Informs are going to be viable during this weekend. You've got the next 3 to 4 days to really stock up on some Informs and to get some of those cards purchased before you would probably not want to buy them, as hopefully their prices would start to trickle up as we get closer and closer to team of the season. So that's one thing related to fodder that I did want to mention because we've been talking about it a lot recently. Excuse me. Now, back to today's content. Today on Friday, the biggest thing that I think a lot of us are looking forward to is finally being able to say goodbye to this crazy, confusing Become Immortals evolution, because today's the last step. If you've been keeping up with everything, if you've got your card fully upgraded to a 92 rated with 2 playstyle pluses, or even if you're in progress like I am, I haven't got it done yet. My Ericsson is 1 or 2 games away from becoming a 91 rated card, and then I've got one more Evo to take him to a 92, and then he will be ready, and we'll have that ready for the content drop today just to see what it's like to go into the final evolution. But there's a little bit of a twist with this. Remember earlier this last week when EA dropped the 2 Ares Mi Idolo evolution, and they also dropped the ability for this to be in SBCs, an SBC claimable token that then gave you the evolution. FutAccountant tweeted yesterday that the Become Immortal final evolution is paid with FP or coins, but also mentioned SBC. Now, I can see this one of 2 ways. Either you can do it in SBC, like the 2 Ares Mi Idolo, or do it inside of Evolutions, or it's a multiple part process where you have to do the SBC and then you still have to pay with coins. I could see EA doing that to make the actual coin price cheaper and then make you still do an SBC. I hope that it's not that. I hope it's one or the other. Either you do the SBC to get the Evo, or do you just pay the coins in the evolution section and you're good to go? So that's one question that we have now after he has leaked this. I like the opportunity to be able to do it in SBCs and to craft it with fodder, but I don't like if we're going to be stuck and if we're going to be like kind of forced into doing it in a 2-part process. That's the only thing I'm a little worried about. And just to go over what the upgrade is that we are getting today, this is the final evolution dropping today that'll let us add a 3rd playstyle plus, which for most of us, which we have 2 playstyle pluses already on our cards, that'll be Pinged Pass Plus. So we'll get Pinged Pass Plus as our 3rd and final playstyle plus today, boost our player to 94 overall, and get 3 regular playstyles. We'll get Relentless, Block, and Trickster in that order, up to a max of 9 regular playstyles, and then you receive the Become Immortal Icon Shell with Icon Chemistry. So kind of similar to the Future Stars items way back when that was out. That is kind of the big evolution today. Now the biggest question is, how much is it going to cost? Because it is paid, and they've mentioned that on the website there. The leaks have mentioned it as well. How much do we think that this is going to cost? You know, it's a wide range. It could be 150K. Guys, it could be 500k because if you think about it this way, this is a 3 playstyle plus evolution. And sure, we've built it up so it's not going from like 1 playstyle to 3 playstyles right away. We've done some work in between. But all the other 3 playstyle plus evolutions that we've had, which has only been 2, right? We had the Team of the Year evolution and we had Strike Force. Those were both 500,000 coins. I really hope that this is cheaper because there's no way EA is going to drag us along this process of the most confusing evolution of all time and then make us pay 500k at the end. This can't be that expensive to me. I really hope that it's 150 to 250,000 coins. 250 seems a little bit of a stretch, but it is 3 playstyle pluses. It's an icon, and it is 94 rated, and that's pushing the power curve for a evolution type card. So that's the biggest question today. How much is it going to cost? My guess is right around 200,000 coins, but we will just have to see. Now, again, you can use coins for that, or hopefully we'll have an SBC option. FC points, the least favorite option, is always there. But if you do want to do that, we do have the creator code now. That link is in the description. I guess I'll just shout that since we're talking about evolutions and stuff there. But let's talk about another evolution leak that was posted as well. We have a Hawk. We're going to call this the Hawk evolution because the Gladiator evolution that we just had boosted shooting and it boosted defending, kind of like a Gladiator playstyle. This evolution here evidently boosts pace, shooting, and physical like a Hawk playstyle. It's max 89 rated. This was leaked yesterday first by Foot Police Leaks. I could see this being an Evo that drops today alongside of the Become Immortal evolution, or it could be something that drops later on in the weekend. We will just have to see. It's not really something that it seems like you can invest for because it sounds like it's maybe attackers, but maybe all positions fit. It's not really clear, at least right now with some of these leaks, what is going to be coming today via evolutions besides, of course, the final Become Immortal evolution. So just kind of watch out for this. There's still that center back evolution that we've talked about that I bought some cards to kind of trade with. I sold most of those. We made good money on some of the cards like the Rio Ferdinand, made really good coins on the Yap Stam from 670 to 799. Really, really good profits there. Some other stuff we didn't make a whole lot on. Taram we didn't make coins on, or maybe made like 2,000 or 3,000 coins, kind of broke even after tax on him. And then Jules Koundé, who we bought for 330, he's currently 350,000 coins. So that's the question. Are we getting that center back Evo that gives Intercept Plus today, or is that sometime during the weekend as well? Because the leakers did confirm, this tweet right here actually confirmed that the evolution leaked yesterday, which was the Intercept center back one, is still coming during the weekend. So that's one thing with the leaks that we'll have to be keeping an eye on today as we go throughout things. So that's kind of the content today, guys. New team in packs, potentially 2 player SBCs, probably an icon and then a flashback, and then our Become Immortal evolution, maybe another evolution alongside that. Of course, objective content today is going to be something that's a little bit interesting too, because this actually involves an EA mistake, but today's the day where if you've got 4 out of 5 completions on the Season 6 weekly play, you're going to be able to get the 5th completion done and get a Immortals Guarantee pack alongside of the very important and probably a lot of fodder, but still very interesting and intriguing 90 plus times 5 Foot Birthday, Dream Chasers, and Immortals pack. I do believe that this includes the icons from these promos. I'd have to double check on that for sure and go back to the pack code and look. But that's the pack that a lot of people will be chasing today. Now, again, I know we tweeted about this yesterday. It's still a big issue that EA has not compensated. It's been almost a month now, guys. EA has not compensated those who were not able to get the first week in this completionist objective. And it's crazy. Like, when they first did this, I was like saying there's no way it's going to take this long for them to fix this. They fixed multiple other things between then and now. But here we are. If you didn't get your week 1 completion for this, like, this is really just EA holding you back specifically from this, which is a glitch from their game, a mistake in their game, and now you're being punished because their game didn't work. If you were going to get this done right away and open this, which is really frustrating, man. Like, that really sucks. I don't know how I escaped the glitch. The first week I did this, I don't know what it was, but it seemed kind of random when the glitch happened. So hopefully they do fix that up and do maybe today, with this being the 5th week, they'll figure out a way to fix it and kind of compensate things. But they should give something extra to those who had to wait that long, because it's been a long freaking time. Now, let's talk about the market a little bit outside of a content that's expected today. I mean, you remember last week, guys, we had a lot of crashing. Now, this week doesn't seem to be as hype in terms of last week. We were thinking about this evolution. We had the leaks. We thought we were going to be able to make 90 rated Jude Bellingham a 94. That obviously did not happen. The prices were crashing last week like crazy. If you guys remember, we bought some cards like Gervinho, Doumbia, like right before the content drop because it was looking like things weren't going to be that crazy. Like Doumbia was under 1 million coins and he went all the way back up to 1.2 million within a couple of hours. The market exploded because content wasn't as great as it was advertised and leaked, and the expectations were not met for content last week. Now this week, totally different, right? Expectations are kind of low. Sure, we do have the 6 icons that are leaked, but as we take a look at those, even with the rumors and leaks that we have, it's not looking that great. So prices are definitely not low at the moment. Prices across the market are actually really, really high. I'm taking a look at some of the cards like Dream Chasers. I sold Lewandowski for 770K on Monday. Brother is been 900 or 800,000 coins. He's 900 right now. That's crazy. Like Fede Valverde's 500,000 coins. He's up huge. Nuno Mendes up huge. Diani is up massive. Salah is crazy up in price as well. Leon Bailey's almost 100,000. Like a lot of these cards from Dream Chasers and just other promo teams, specifically in the last couple of weeks, have just kept going up. They've just kept going up in price because people are just buying these cards right now and going to the market to pick up players to try out instead of the new Immortals cards. But even the new Immortals cards are rising decently from rewards yesterday. I was looking at Beckenbauer at 1.8. He's now back up to 2 million. Zola was 840, 850. Borrow this one undercut. He's 912,000 coins there. Steven Gerrard is up. Blanc is up. Gareth Bale started to rise yesterday. I think there's a lot of people investing in this card, but I mean, for good reason, very popular. But you can see here a very big spike after content. He went from 390 all the way to 420, and now he's kind of chilling at like 412. So, I mean, that could still go up today, and majority of these cards could continue to go up. We'll just have to see how much content there is and where it impacts prices. I mean, if there's a center attacking mid, right mid Evo, that Hawk Evo, maybe attackers would get hurt a little bit, right? Our center mids today through the Become Immortal evolution, going to 94 rated, you know, a paid evolution, if it's not that expensive, if it's really good, is ended up being really hype with the boost that we get today, as we're still finding out what stat boosts we get to our 94 rated cards. That could hurt the market a little bit, but honestly, it just feels like it's not going to be that crazy of a promo Friday, just a decent one. So the market swings may be a little bit tougher to come by, but I still think, like we always see, 2 to 3 hours after the content drop on a Friday, you got Weekend League is out, you got people playing the game, trying out the new cards that are just dropped, doing the new SBC or whatever it may be. You should have great opportunities to be trading with cards on the market today. The Friday night bubble, as we call it. The only thing that's kind of looming, this is just something that we have to kind of remember is out there. All these tradable packs that EA is adding to the code. Don't know when they're going to get implemented, how they're going to get implemented. Seems like a store pack, but also not really at the same time. Like, they don't really go out of their way often to put the words tradable like that in the description and also in the title of pack code. So something is brewing here. Just don't know what it is yet, and I'm really curious. Is EA going to try to crash the market like before, during Team of the Season? Do those packs have to do with maybe the next season pass rewards? That was a theory that we talked about yesterday in the stream. I think it's a decent theory. We're still 2 weeks away from the season being done, but it's definitely a theory for what could be upcoming. So that's just kind of something to keep in the back of your mind. Remember, is there. But guys, you know what? Let's just hope that EA surprises us today with good value SBCs, because the cards themselves don't look that insane. But if it comes down to the value and the value is good, I would still do a good, well-priced, maybe cheap icon SBC for a card. If Eusebio's like 700K, I will do that because it's 3 playstyle pluses and it's a affordable Eusebio type of thing. Like, I would be down for that. So I hope EA get the prices right today and allow us to try out some of these icons and fun cards that most of us haven't had the chance to use this year, because those are some pretty big name icons, and that's where there still is a little bit of hype left for this Immortals promo. So let me know in the comments what you're the most excited for today. Is it the Evo? Is it the SBCs? Or maybe is it just log on, rip a few packs, see if you get lucky, and then dip? Let me know what you're feeling today ahead of this promo. But yeah, we're going to rock in with a bunch of player picks and hopefully a fun evolution today, and hopefully it's not too many coins to to take Ericsson 94 rated. I am pretty excited for that. That's kind of brought the most excitement for me this entire week, I'll be completely honest. Actually, the last thing I talk about Evos. Remember how we had the 25,000 coin gold chain evolution, as we kind of called it? It was called specifically the Icon and Hero Immortality 1 and 2. I would be, maybe expecting to see 2 more of these added today as well instead of evolutions, because EA love those cosmetics, and I think a lot of people, myself included, like those. I just got to find the right card to put that one on. But I'll stop yapping. That's a Friday promo video for us. I will see you guys in the stream today. If you want to check out the content with us, we'll be live on YouTube and on Twitch. You can either come here or go down to the Twitch link, which is in the description below. But enjoy your Fridays, guys. Enjoy your weekends. Let's hopefully have a good promo Friday today. If you enjoyed this one, drop a thumbs up on it. Comment below if you have any questions. And of course, subscribe if you're new. I'll see you guys in a video tomorrow on the stream today. It's been TheFutAccountant. Have a great weekend. Peace out.